The Catholic Church strives to promote the dignity of all human life. That, of course, includes those with disabilities. As new challenges arise, the Church is discovering ways to raise awareness and encourage full participation of those with disabilities in our Catholic faith. Reporter Julia Convery has more.
Persons with disabilities are not only recipients of catechesis, they are its agents.
There are saints who struggled with sin, addiction, or church heresy. But what about saints who struggled with mental health, disabilities, or special needs? St. Dymphna, St. Margaret of Castello, and St. Francis de Sales are just a few patrons of a growing movement in the Catholic Church. Inclusion and greater awareness for the disabled and special needs community.
When we believe in our children with disabilities, it gives them the confidence to believe in themselves.
The percentage of Catholics with disabilities is hard to measure, but a recent study conducted by the Center for Applied Research in the Apostolate found that 79% of pastors are aware of parishioners with sensory disabilities in their parishes, and perhaps many more who do not show up in statistics. The United States Conference of Catholic Bishops first recognized the need for inclusion in 1978 with a pastoral statement on persons with disabilities, writing, "The Church must continue to expand its healing ministry to these persons, helping them when necessary, working with them, and raising its voice with them, with all members of society who are their advocates." The USCCB approved a new drafting of the document in 2023, with updated guidance on the roles of those with special needs within the Church.
We absolutely spend a lot of time training trainers at diocesan and parish levels, as well as creating resources that help support them to serve the families and the persons in front of them at the local churches.
Charlene Catra is the director of the National Catholic Partnership on Disability, a nonprofit that was founded by the USCCB in 1982. The NCPD is just one of the many growing resources available to parishes, schools, and families to support disabled persons. Organizations like the Fire Foundation or the Catholic Coalition for Special Education are dedicated to disability inclusion in the classroom, providing aid to teachers and students.
I also believe that Catholic schools are uniquely qualified to include students with disabilities precisely because they are Catholic, precisely because we believe we are one body in Christ, and that body is only complete when all its members are included.
Other programs focus on the needs of parents. Accepting the Gift supports parents of special needs children.
I had a lot of people then reaching out to me because I was like the only Catholic special needs parent that they knew about, which I thought was sad. I was like, how do you not know anybody else? But they weren't finding anybody in their parishes.
With religious curricula and support groups, parents can find the help they need where community might be lacking. As for the pew, parents may find Mass and the sacraments inaccessible to their special needs children if their parish doesn't have the resources available.
This is, I think, a really good opportunity to look at priestly formation programs to say, okay, how can we do this? In addition, after priestly formation programs, what do we do to support priests that are already in the field?
With disability inclusion work happening at all levels of the Church, a culture of life is instilled in all, especially the most vulnerable.
I think that if we reject that kind of utilitarian education, we communicate to the culture that human dignity comes from being instead of doing, and then we restore to the culture that the true identity of the human person is formed best through our own church's heritage of education.
Julia Convery, EWTN Pro-Life Weekly.